This is the second.
Wow, see the second answer?
I'm more dealing with
Why
man
did
and
she
woman.
choose that man? Why did she choose that man?
See what you're saying? The second answer is give your kids to some stranger.
You went on
That's the second answer. Hold on.
This conversation happening.
See the secular
You know
mind?
what it is?
Do you see the
I'm
secular
getting caught
mind?
up in-
Give your child to some stranger in foster care. Do you know about foster care? Hold on. See the second. Okay, that's the religious mind. See what we're saying?
Make your point.
See what we're saying? The religious mind, yes, versus the secular mind. Our argument.
It's moral, but I'm dealing with morality. He's just dealing with a particular type. He's just saying he was told.
No.
Well, we're all
You're hypothetical.
Yeah, let me get to my point.
You're
You finish your
hypothetically
point and then I'll come
sticking
in.
up for secularism. The point was, I was saying as a religious person that obviously as Muslims we don't have girlfriends, we have marriage or fornication. That's it. There's only marriage, yeah. So the whole thing is the religious. So the religious one was about get married before you have a relationship with a girl. You have to meet the father, you have to meet the brothers, yeah? People, the family know who you are, so there's no trying the goods and then running away if you don't like it. The brothers know who you are, and the father knows who you are. So they're aware of you.
It's a marvellous point as well.
There's no just linking her in a,
Can
can I finish? There's no just linking her in a club, having sex with her and then dusting out when she's a pregnant to change the ship.
I get the point.
Okay, so what I'm trying to
Move on from
say,
that point.
so the point I'm trying to say to you, your answer was, well, she gets pregnant, she can give it up for adoption.
Whoa, no.
Yes,
That's when you lot started going off on the tangent
No, but that's
talking
your
about
argument.
child support.
Yeah, but that's your answer.
I already said earlier
Yes.
on camera, I said
Yeah.
that you're supposed to bond that from the beginning. You're already gone past the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
When they go out and they go clubbing and she gets pregnant, that's the point. You're supposed to import their morals, right? Whether you're atheist or religious, you're supposed to import the morals
But secularism-
of making responsible decisions and teaching children about the repercussions of their actions, right? And teaching people whether you're, because otherwise not everybody's gonna accept religion.
Excuse me,
Right?
excuse me.
But as a community, whether you're religious or not, we need to teach responsible behaviour.
But there's no
Right?
rules.
For the religious people, you say God
Excuse
told
me,
you.
but there's
And
no-
for the people
excuse
who
me.
you're not letting me finish now.
I hear what you're saying.
And for, right, so for the religious people, you're supposed to say
people
it
are
was
getting
God
the
that said
conversation
that,
too, by the way.
right? For the people who aren't religious, what are you going to say to them who don't believe in that? You're going to have to teach them how it's more responsible and more advantageous for them to be in a relationship that your religion promotes as well. So you're supposed to work together then. What are you arguing with them for? Work together. That's why I don't understand why Muslims argue with
make
Christians.
sense.
Because it's all the same thing. You're coming from the same. Work together, brother.
It don't make no sense.
You know what it was? You never even asked me if I agreed with that. I agree with what you're saying. I'm saying God didn't tell me that. That's all I'm saying. That's our disagreement.
Okay,
That's our disagreement. That's our disagreement.
Let someone else get into
No, I'm gonna
Go for it.
And someone else can talk. Look, I'm saying to you, we live in a
Quick, short response, please. Once again, quick, short response.
excuse me, secular people do not live like this. Listen, there's nothing wrong, yes? There's nothing wrong in a secular country because secularism doesn't come with no morals, yes? So what I'm trying to excuse me. Excuse me, secularism doesn't come with no morals. Let me give you an example. There's nothing wrong, yes, with you. If there's nothing wrong in secularism, if you go in to a nightclub, sleeping with a girl or 3 girls or 4 girls,
That's not true. That's not true. And I just explained why it wasn't.
Excuse me. Where's the law book? Where's the law book of secularism?
Law book? What are you
Yeah,
on
tell
about?
me.
People should use common sense. Are you saying there's no atheists out there who want to raise their children properly? Who I know a lot of people, I say myself then, I recommend exactly what you're recommending. Again, I repeat, I'm just not saying it's a dude who told a god, a dude in the sky or whatever it is that told me to do that. I'm saying I can work that out from history, I can work that from experiences and religious people. I can work it out from religious institutions and I can take the positives from your religion and I can leave the negatives. You can't do that.
Okay. Hold on.
So if we agree,
excuse me.
Stop making statements. Stop making statements like secular people that are moral.
Okay,
everyone has morals. A serial killer has morals.
Okay,
One second.
you can't.
Let this brother come in.
But another secular person, look, that's the difference. The difference is this. A secular person could choose, yes, he can choose whether they will have a one-night stand.
God gave you free will.
Oh, let me
So you
finish.
can
Let me
choose
finish.
saying, like,
A secular person could choose, yes, whether they want to sleep with a person, and if they get pregnant, to be with that person or not. Yes. For a Muslim person, they ain't got a choice in it.
Okay.
I mean,
Hold on,
I disagree.
hold on.
I disagree.
Muslims still
They
do
ain't
it.
One second. I disagree with
They haven't got a
that.
choice
I
in it.
disagree with that. I disagree
But
with
they
that
still do it.
completely.
Hold on,
Hold on,
hold on,
they still
hold
do
on,
it.
hold on. But
There's
it's
plenty of
still
Muslims
do it.
who
So what's
do
the
this.
point?
There's plenty of Muslims who do this.
hold
So
on.
it doesn't. So
But the
plenty of
difference
Muslims
is,
do it.
but the difference
I need a
is, the
notepad to write
Muslim
the
knows
points
it's a
down.
major sin.
Of course. But the thing
Excuse
is,
me.
the thing is,
Listen,
I'll be able to talk now. The thing is, when Muslims do this, it happens. Yes, they know it's a major sin, but Muslims do this anyway.
and I can
One
give you
second,
more
and one
Muslims.
second, and when Christians leave their kids behind, they know whether they know it's a sin or not. They
That's
know
right.
they're leaving their kid
That's
behind is a
humans.
bad
That's
thing.
right.
When a man leaves their child behind, most human beings, I believe God's put it in most people's heart, without religion or a book, to
right.
know and to
That is
understand that if you're going to leave your child, you're doing a bad thing.
That's right.
Do you know what I
Everyone
mean?
knows.
So whilst I agree with you, there is a divine inspiration for a Muslim maybe to stay in a relationship. That doesn't work out in reality. And the fact is, when we come to Muslim countries,
selfish
we
opinion,
still see fatherlessness. This might not be as an epidemic, we
Fine.
still see these
World's
issues.
different. I
And
tell you
let's be
why.
honest with
Can I tell
you,
you what's
let's be
different?
fair, we're talking about this particular discussion within the black community. When you look at wider communities, there's not fatherlessness happening on a massive epidemic across wide ranges of communities, and they're not religious. So the argument to say that Islam is keeping marriages together
Can I ask you a
alone
question?
is false, and it's not going to solve the
I think there's
problems
a correlation.
within a whole community.
Can I ask you a question?
There's a correlation, but that
But
alone
it's
isn't
not
the thing.
only,
Can I ask
it's
you a
not
question?
exclusive to do
Exactly.
with
Can I ask you a question?
secularism and religion.
How many
That's
people
why it
in
comes
their,
down.
late teens, non-Muslim people or secular
But I
people?
knew
Hold on,
Muslims were
can
getting
let
down
me
in my
finish.
school,
Let me
bro.
finish.
Bad.
You haven't heard my
Bad.
question.
Bad.
But you haven't heard my
But
question.
they're doing everything,
How-
though, so whatever you say.
You haven't heard my question.
I know, you said
I'm not
it.
denying that I
But
will never.
let
I'm not
me
denying
say.
that there's not Muslims that have girlfriends. I'm asking you, how many non-Muslim people?
No, I'm
yeah?
not talking of them
How
now,
many,
okay,
how many
they do it.
non-Muslim people do you know that are married in their late teens, or early 20s?
How many? Say that again. How many what?
Oh, many.
Many.
Yeah.
How?
100%.
Many.
A lot.
How many?
Married.
21.
Married in the
Married.
late in the 20s.
Secular people, like
Secular, you said
yeah,
people.
secular. I know tons of, I know tons of,
yeah,
I know the tons of young Muslims
yeah.
living in this free society where they could be raving, smoking,
Yeah.
sleeping around with bare girls, yeah. And I've got friends, Muslim and non-Muslims, yes. The difference is night and day.
Yeah.
You will not find young boys in the young 21, yeah.
That's not true.
Oh,
Hold
excuse
on.
me,
That's
excuse
not
me,
true.
excuse me, excuse me. You not find young boys, yes, in the early 21, yeah, outside of the lights, getting married, yes, and being married
agree
for
with that.
5,
I agree
10,
with
15
that.
I agree
years.
with that.
So what I'm trying to say to you, and I know because I've lived on both sides of the fence. For example, my non-Muslim friends, yes, who I used to hang around with before I was Muslim, yeah. They don't have girlfriends. They have a phone, like most boys, yes. And what they do, anything that's female and wear tight clothes, they take the number and they sleep with it if they will allow it to do it. And this is the culture of growing up in London, yeah. So what I'm trying to say to you, there is a big difference, but there is a big difference. Yes, you have Muslim boys that have girlfriends and sleep around and this, that, and the other. But I'm saying you don't have the families that you find amongst young people and so forth. And the reason why you don't have these families, the reason why you're not going to find a young boy in this society, yeah, who's 21, yeah, who's married and staying and with one girl and having a family for 5, 10 for the rest of his life. The reason why you will not find that is because this society is telling him that marriage is a burden. Looking after your kids is a burden. Be like the rappers and be like the singers and just sleep around.
I just need to jump in very
I
quickly.
can deal with
I
that. That's
agree.
easy
I
to deal
agree.
with.
Some of this is happening.
Can I
right?
just?
Okay,
Can I
yeah,
just
go on.
say-
You've been want to talk for a
I
while.
agree almost 100% with your diagnosis. And to answer your point, as a Christian, it's just that we have a different solution. That's why.
That's why I said you
Yeah,
teach
we
girls.
have shared common values,
You teach
but we
them,
have
for real.
different solution,
Yeah.
and that's why we have these discussions.
But I find people bickering, even people within the same religion bicker, man. When we should all be getting, I don't think there's anyone who disagrees with his point
No one
about
Yeah.
fatherless
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I agree with you.
Yeah.
When you
So
look at
that
Muslim
makes sense.
communities, definitely a lot of my Muslim friends who are
to
younger.
me- To me, the problem is the human heart,
Yeah.
and that's why, as a Christian, I
I'll
believe
go
that we
with
have
that.
a solution to the
I'll go
human
with
heart,
that.
and that is what Jesus Christ has done on the cross through His death. When it's received into the heart, becomes life-giving and life-transforming. That can bring back
Do you
an
accept that?
inward change,
Do you
an
accept that?
inward
I accept that.
transformation,
Can help
accept
some
that?
people.
which changes
I
people's
accept that.
values.
So,
and
hold on, I
allows
wanna
them
know
to
my
behave
I want to make my point
differently.
quickly.
That- I like that.
I
I like
my
that.
point.
So the transformation has to
make my
come from
point.
inside out.
No, let me say yes or no. You accept that?
I don't accept that conclusion,
Okay,
but I
okay.
believe that Christianity has
help
moral,
some people.
has moral things like marriage and so forth.
But I like
and
the
this, that, and other.
consequences
But
of
what I
that,
would
like I
say
like
to you,
consequences
what
of
I would
yours.
say to you, but so I agree. I don't believe with you that God could die, and I believe Jesus was a prophet. I have to put that in because you said I believe in your Jesus as a prophet. I believe in the miracles and all that stuff. And I believe that, but what I would say to you as well, and I would say to you is that there's
a small difference.
What I would say to you, it's not a good dying, it's not a small
No,
difference.
but I mean, he's talking about what the
Morally.
aim was, not who he was. What the
No,
aim of
no
Jesus
problem.
was. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
Let's not go off
We're
track.
talking about a society.
Yeah, he's
I
gone
need
off
to make
track.
a point.
He went
Hey,
off
you
track
asked
by
me a
I'm very
saying-
nice,
he
but I'm
went
gonna
off
start
track.
shouting again if I have to.
I only you asked me.
Alright, so let me go.
Answer,
Alright,
and then
quickly,
you go.
please.
So
Please,
basically,
wrap up.
basically,
You're being
what
very
we have in
nice.
common
It's
is marriage.
getting long.
What we have in common
And
is
something
marriage.
is changing.
But I would say,
Because he was talking about
but what
young
I would
Muslims
find,
getting married
but what I would
versus young
find
black
with you
people
is I
getting
find that
married
with
in
Christianity,
general.
a lot of people have tried to westernize it now and make it. They've tried to make
See,
the
this is
message of it.
completely off topic
No,
now.
hold on, but I think they've tried to really make it. They've made Christianity really secular and so forth. That's
Bam,
how
bam,
it's fallen
come on,
So
away.
I was saying, the point I was trying to make is young Muslim brothers.
I think that's one of the reasons for that.
Right,
is
I'll let you get
because-
in. I was being nice to you now. Don't be rude with me.
Yeah, let him say something and then come
Alright,
back in.
cool. So we say young Muslim brothers. I know a lot of young Muslim brothers got married. A lot of my young other guys who aren't Muslim don't get, let's say, get married as early. And I agree with you. Religion plays a key role because they know the ones who aren't Muslim know they could go around and do it a lot longer. Whereas in the Islamic community, there's a lot more of a pressure. Now, my argument to you, however, is the point that you made was about your friends particularly. Now, I watched a couple of videos, talked to you a couple of times here at the park a few times. I know back in the day before you converted to Islam, you were involved in some bad business, yeah? So it only makes sense to me that people like that, who you would have been involved with in that business, would have carried on down that path. Now, there's plenty of young black youth who do get married, who aren't Muslim, who aren't religious at all, who aren't engaged in that kind of activity, who aren't doing crime basically, the point I'm making. And the point is that to try and extrapolate one group of friends against another group of friends and to say that they're doing it because of one sort of reason and they're not doing it because of this is a false dichotomy. You know what I mean? And then
Unless you're gonna be detailed, yeah.
So while I do accept that Islam plays a role, I don't personally think that every Muslim brother who I know who's gone out there and got married now has done it because they're doing it because out of religion or religious compulsion. I know brothers who have gone out there and they said to me, Muslim brothers said to me, yeah, like it was getting too much. I need to have sex basically. So I said to my mum, yo, I wanted to go out there and get a child. Now, is that necessary? Are they in happy relationships? Is it necessarily the best place to be? Now, I know one Muslim brother who's now recently divorced, married 4 years, divorced, got a child,
I bet that's on the rise.
divorced within
I bet that's on the
Islam.
rise.
Within Islam, divorced, 4 years. That child now has a potential to be raised as a single child by a single parent. So I'm saying the solution towards single parenthood, as much as I believe in Islam, is not saying that everyone has to have a religious thing. I think it's more to saying that we have to have a community. And within Islam, it teaches us about having a caliphate. And within that caliphate, you have people who are non-Muslims, who are allowed to practice their own beliefs, but however, they're still accepted as part of a wider ummah, not the Islamic ummah, but the wider ummah, and we teach community values amongst all throughout, do you know what I mean? And so whilst I believe religion plays a role in solving the issues of capitalism and secularism, can play a role, I believe we have to be a lot more understanding and say, you know what, with our Dawah, with our calling to Islam, if we're going to call people to Islamic society, we need to understand where people come from, their lifestyles, allow them to live a moral life as best they can, encourage them towards a moral life as best they can. I believe, inshallah, that one day they will say their shahada, but there's no need for us to be saying you have to be a Muslim first. You can start living a moral life tomorrow without being a Muslim, and then we should be promoting them to live moral first, and then get later on maybe start discussing these stuff.
Okay. First of all, can I respond to that first? First of all, forget my friends. Yeah, it's true. I grew up with people that were into crime and robbery, this, that, whatever. But put that aside. The culture of London, growing up in London and so forth. Forget people that are violent crimes. Boys in general, the lifestyle that young boys are told is not to have a girlfriend. It's to have multiple relationships with many girls. This is what the rappers do in their videos. In their videos, it's like they have bare girls in thongs and this, that. Women are seen as an object. So it's the culture. Forget violence. That's out of the picture. Young guys growing up, you know, whether they grow up on council estates or whether they grow up in middle class families or so forth, we're told that basically, like I said, like our role models, whether it be James Bond, who has bare girls in each episode and so forth, we're told that to just have as much girls as you can, as long as you can get away with it. And the law,
Is that all that secularism teaches?
Yeah,
though? That's what I want to ask, because you go around and say.
Can I answer his question? Can I answer his question? Can I just answer his question?
But I'm helping you get to the point.
I know, but let me just answer and then try and come back to yours. Because I know I've spoken enough. So what I'm trying to say to you is, that's one thing. So most guys, whether they're violent or whether they never been jailed in their life, they have a phone, and if they can get away with it, whether they got a girlfriend or not, most girls think that they're someone's girlfriend and they're just another number in the phone. So that's what I'm trying to say. And I agree with you. There are Muslims that go raving every weekend, just like non-Muslim guys. There are Muslims that abandon children. All I'm just trying to say.
Still go
What are you trying to say? Go on.
All I'm just trying to say. Me, and I'm not being biased. I'm not going to lie to try and win a point for my religion. What I'm saying is that I don't see anywhere else, yes, in England
in any
or
ideology,
in London, yeah, where you find young boys from their late teens to their age 20s getting married and having 10-year marriage, 15 years marriage, 30-year marriage, and staying with one person. So what I'm just saying, yes, there's still bad Muslims that exist, and there's Muslims like looking after their kids, but you're not.
You mean in Islam or in religion?
I'm talking about Islam. Do you know why? Because do you know why?
Why would you say
I tell you
that?
why. I tell you why.
Why would
I
you
tell you
do
because
that?
most of us grew up in a quote-unquote Christian family. Our parents are Jamaican Christian or African Christian, yeah, in London, yes.
And the morality that they preached was the same thing. As
No,
Islam.
it wasn't. It's not. Because can I tell you why? Okay, we grow up. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm not trying to play.
Go on, answer that.
When
Why
we
is
grow
this
up,
the difference?
okay, for example, in fornication is a term that we use in Islam. It's called zina, sex outside of marriage. I didn't know what fornication was before I became Muslim, but it's a sin to have a girlfriend in Christianity. But I didn't know that growing up, and I went to church and everything and so forth. And normally, even my mum who's a practicing Christian or people in general who are practicing go to church on Sunday, not all, I know this, you're fucking to find some that follow it seriously, but most Christian people, before they get married, they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Yes, even practicing ones that go to church on Sunday.
Some Christians don't follow the doctrine.
I'm saying it's more
like
lax.
some Muslims don't.
I'm saying
You're just explaining the similarities.
I'm trying to
What's the
answer his
difference?
question.
hit the nail on the
I'm
head
trying
there.
I don't want to speak for long. I'm willing to shut up. I took my
I know you don't want
I took my
to, but it's
second
gonna happen
because
anyway. Go
he
on.
made it very clear. He made it very clear other people got to speak. So what I'm trying to say to you is that Christianity is the way they've kind of made it is internally they've kind of secularized it. Now I'm not saying all. So what I'm just saying, you can go up in a Christian family and you can watch.
That's because there's
enforcement and community.
there's a veneer of what we call
What's the
nominal
point of
Christianity.
You lot are conflating.
Okay.
Certainly in
Like my mum
churches-
gambles, but she goes to church. But the thing is, she doesn't see it as a sin. Because what I'm trying to say is that I think because you have Jesus died to save your sins, yeah. The kind of problem is this: is that having a girlfriend in Islam, yeah, is a big thing.
People are becoming more secular.
But having a girlfriend in Christianity is not really a bad. It's not like a bad thing. Yeah, you're supposed to get married, but because so many people are having girlfriends.
we have the same view that sex outside of marriage is
Yeah,
sinful.
and I believe you take it seriously, but the society, like
I
even
would argue that so many young Muslims
can I make
are
a
getting
point?
married
Here's
because
the
they're
thing,
young
see.
and Muslim. Because within their community,
We're
they
talking
can't
about-
do anything else.
That's true.
Do you understand?
So they're forced to.
Within Christianity, they're not
Jesus
the same
said,
community.
But they used to be forced to.
if we
Like
look
they
at
used to
another
be
woman
as
with
committed
lust
as
in our
Muslims
hearts,
are.
we've committed
So
adultery.
there's going to be a time. There
So
has been a time where Muslims.
It's not just
unless-
our outward behaviour.
unless-
Ottoman Empire at
It's
times.
what's in our
You
hearts
guys
that's
have
the
a-
issue.
could say
Do you know what the
that.
difference
Let's-
is? The
let's-
difference is, let me say
People
something.
read the
Jesus
books.
has come to
Let's
deal
speak.
with.
Let go and say what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm just saying that Jesus said, if you look at another woman with lust in your heart, it's akin to adultery. If you're angry with your brother, it's akin to murder. By that standards, we've all fallen short. And that's why, to me, Jesus has the solution to that, because he's the only one that can deal with the inward problem, which is the heart. To me, I think we share many values, but to me, Islam puts the emphasis on outward conformity, on religious practice,
Christianity used to.
whereas Christianity is the transformation of the heart from the inside out.
I want to explain the point.
think
I want to
that's
explain the
what
point
the
here,
Vatican
right? Let me
does.
explain the point quickly.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me say something. Let me
His
say
point,
something.
anyway, his point was.
let me say
his
something
point
now.
was that he believes that. See, because the whole thing is, first of all,
I think it's communal.
yeah, he was saying to me, I think. So we talked about the girl. We agreed that about young males in the society, they're just told to have like multiple girlfriends. That we agreed that. He was saying that he disagreed that what we should do is that not everyone's gonna be Muslim. I agree with that. That's why I don't know if you know, like me and you have certain conversations, but most of the time when I come to this park and I'm gonna speak to someone, like I've been coming there for many years, I don't talk about these social issues. I give that to Tawheed and worship and Allah. There's many videos where I'm like that. Worship. The reason why is that as my fellow human being, I do believe in Day of Judgment, paradise and hell. And the whole thing is that even me talking about certain things, knife crime and so forth, is that if a person like my goal is not to convert people. I believe Islam is the truth. So what I do is mainly what I do. These social issues, like side things I talk about. I convey the message to people, and then it's up to them if they want to convert and so forth. Because I believe if I convey the message to them, and they become Muslim and so forth in the next life,
But I get
and
that.
so forth.
I get that because Islam encompasses the whole of life.
So my point when I'm talking about hair, I'm not telling when I talk about marriage and is young Muslim getting married, I'm not saying that for people to think I should become Muslim and this, that, and the other, because I know that they're not going to do that.
I understand.
My issue is not to when I'm talking about the family unit and the reason why the things are getting worse. I'm not half thinking that
Yeah, and
because
I
I'm
agree
telling
with
you, Muslims are getting married young and they're having stable families, and that's going to be better as time goes on and so forth. And because this society is a secular godless country, and it's just telling people to go out and sleep around and there's best single mothers. I'm not thinking they're thinking, oh, because Muslims are on marriage, I should become Muslim. Nah, I'm not thinking that at all. I'm saying I believe things are going to get worse in this society because of this YOLO thing. Because the whole thing is only getting increased. The music videos are going to get more sexualized. The movies are going to get more sexualized. The women are going to get more promoted as more sexual objects. It's just going to get more sexualized. And what's going to happen is that guys are going to just keep on sleeping around, getting girls pregnant and not caring with them. Why? Because man and woman are weak, yeah? And if a man has to choose, yeah, he's wrong. Of course he's wrong. If you get a girl pregnant, the moral thing you're supposed to do, even though the moral thing you should do is look after your child.
That's right.
But the reality is that if you have to choose between following your desires and following your desires or being a responsible man and working hard and providing for kids and being disciplined, in a society that's telling you only live once, life is about enjoying yourself. Most young guys
that's dealing with symptoms, man. You want prevention, which is don't do that in the first place.
I mean,
who's going to tell them that?
That's what we're supposed to do.
Who?
We're supposed to stop arguing, me, you and him.
They're not going to tell you that in secular society. Do you know why?
Them, we're supposed to do that.
No, what I'm trying to say, but we live in a society, yes. Look,
Where we live as well.
So for example,
we need to speak that.
the
blame other people, man.
you know about capitalism, yeah?
Yeah.
It's good for secularism to have these music videos where they have product.
For secularism.
It's good for secularism. It's good.
And
So
I'll
I'm
accept
just
that,
saying,
I'll
you trying to
accept
be a secular person.
Not necessarily
And-
for
and
secularism, for
No,
capitalism.
he's kind of right.
No,
as,
so
well,
what-
as well as it's more capitalism.
Yeah.
But it fits with secular. I hear what he's saying.
secularisation.
My problem is him saying that that's all that secularism deals with.
Because look at all these women.
That
Like,
means being an
Yeah,
atheist.
but look
I
at-
want transgenderism.
yeah,
and I want
but say
autism.
you're a young
I
boy.
want- That's what you're trying
yeah,
to tell me.
but no, but look, say you're a young boy, yeah. Because what I'm trying to say, there's a system of secularism. You may, as a secular person, believe that. Say there's a girl growing up in a council estate, yeah, single parent family now. Secularism stuff is pushing all these role models, Cardi B, Nicki
That's
Minaj.
capitalism.
Okay.
That's not
Yes,
secularism,
but what I'm trying to
that's
say is that
capitalism.
Nicki Minaj and all these things, all you see, you don't even see them.
Secularism isn't
Like
a
he
thing.
said.
Secularism is just removing
Away from
religion
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
But-
what it is.
but-
It's not moving the morals.
Yeah.
That's your
Okay, but
problem.
capitalism.
That's where you messed
but,
up.
yeah, but look.
And there is-
no,
that's
but
where you
look,
messed up.
okay. In
And we should ask the question.
capitalism.
as well
But you have to
about
ask the question:
capitalism
Is
to understand
is
that.
secularism,
the problem.
is secularism and capitalism synonymous?
No.
No,
That's what
they're
we're trying to tell
they're
you.
not.
But
Definitely not.
They overlap.
No,
And secularism is
They overlap.
No, I think secularism is
The word means
problem.
the word means away from God.
Away from God.
The word
Alright,
secularism
hold on, yeah.
means
But
away from God.
capitalism
Alright,
is-
let me kill it, let
All
me
the stuff
kill
we're
it,
talking
let me
about,
kill it.
Cardi B, girls on TV naked, all of this sort of stuff, that's to do with capitalism. Secularism allows capitalism to thrive because secularism says
So we're arguing
you don't
over
have to have
semantics.
religious.
Well, hold on.
No, we're saying secularism doesn't allow, because the fact is, secularism itself has no negative or positive to it.
It has no
just
morals.
exists.
Okay.
Exactly. It
It's
just
neutral
exists.
when it comes to morals.
Of course.
Technically,
Yeah.
the things that you're talking about, the ratchet behavior and
Yeah.
shit, is kind of religious. Hold on. Is kind of religious. Why? Because if you talk about the Illuminati and these people, what they're worshipping, and capitalism
They're
as
devil
a
worshippers.
belief, that's their god. If you want to be technical,
Okay, so
if you want to be
fair.
technical, how they worship Lucifer and how they've got their own religious system.
Most religious
if you
books
want
say
to
the devil's
say,
an evil
because
guy.
because it's not Islam.
That's a unique. That's a unique
it's the
situation.
truth. But it's the
But
truth.
most religions
You-
paint
you're
the
just,
devil-
all you're doing is you're choosing from
I
it
mean,
what
the
you
point
want.
I
It's
wanna go,
convenient
like, I
for
was
you.
trying to bring it back
So the
to-
same way you did that, now I'm going to switch it
Okay,
back on you.
but the point is this. The point I'm trying to say to you. What I'm trying to say to you.
So these religious
You know
people
what?
are
So
going around
okay.
doing mad
So
stuff.
so I knew if you prefer capitalism,
where we're
if you
going
use
with this.
Capitalism is the
because
one.
what I
What
believe
I'm trying
is
to say
money.
though,
It's
the reason
money.
why young Muslims are getting married is because of the community, the Muslim community, and the Christian community
Christian
isn't as
community.
enforcing their
As
rules
much anymore.
as the Muslim community.
But
is
you two
enforcing
are on the
their
same
rules.
But
page.
can I get back
At
to
the same
Christianity
time,
is
at the same day,
Can I get
it's
back
the
to
same
it?
morals, it's the same lesson, it's the same teaching. And I'm getting tired because we're repeating ourselves over and over again.
But the point is
so
this.
I'm flipping out.
But the point
Yeah, we are
Yeah, cool.
But the point I was trying to make to you this young girl that's going out, because I would say that secularism is neutral on morals. I would say
What do
that
you
it
mean
doesn't,
neutrality
it doesn't
on
take a
morals?
stance either way.
Well, that's incorrect though.
What do you
So
mean?
you can, that's your subjective
How?
view of secularism.
Where's the
It
rules for secularism?
What's the
Where's the rule book
Look
for
at the definition. That's
Away
what you'd have
from
to
God.
do. No, you'd have to look up the definition.
It says away from God.
To
That's
my
what it means.
understanding.
The dictionary definition is
Well,
away
alright,
from God.
alright, that's fine.
think a lot
Well,
of-
hold on, he said away from God. He didn't say away from morality. Now what?
Okay,
Now
so,
what?
So I'm going to ask you a
Now
question.
what?
Okay, let's say capitalism, because I don't mind, yes? Because I want to get to the point
It's
rather
safer,
than-
it's
rather than
safer,
thing.
yeah.
Okay, so in capitalism, there's nothing wrong. You see like Kellogg's K,
There's nothing wrong.
like in Kellogg's, what I'm saying that, for example, the Kellogg's K advert, yeah, they're saying if they get a woman put in a bikini, yeah, and we all know she didn't get, they're trying to
Sex
say
sells.
if you eat this, you'll get this body.
Sex sells, yeah.
So the whole thing is, in capitalism, there's nothing wrong with doing that.
There's nothing wrong in your opinion.
No, in capitalism.
Oh, their opinion is.
In capitalism, it's not wrong to get a woman,
capitalist
throw a
opinion is
naked woman in front of a BMW or a car
Okay.
if you want to sell it, and it's okay.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say, all these role models that capitalism is given to each other. This young girl is growing up in council estate. She's watching these music videos, yeah. Cardi B, where's it? Nicki Minaj and. Who's that other one? I don't know.
I know
some
you
other-
mean, where they're teaching bullshit. Yeah,
so
I know
once
what
they
you're
just
saying.
walk around with their chest out,
Yeah,
bum out,
yeah,
this, that, the other.
yeah.
She's thinking this is a definition of a woman. Yes?
Yeah, that's
And-
what they're being taught.
And yes, it's true. She dresses like that. She will get attention.
Yeah.
But attention doesn't equal respect. Yeah. Many girls
I
on
agree.
Instagram gets their picture like this, that, and the other.
I agree.
But if the guy gets a chance to sleep with you, you can sleep with you
I
a few times
agree.
and dust.
I agree, yeah,
so
yeah.
what I'm trying to say is that capitalism is. As time goes on, the videos are just going to get more sexy. You know what I'm saying? This YOLO guys are just going to be told more and more, yeah,
agree.
that you can just sleep around and this, that, and the other. She
I
gets
agree.
pregnant, just avoid her, and so forth. So that's the point I'm trying to say. This stuff keep on pushing you. As time goes on, it's only going to get
We're
worse.
just making the same point. If you use capitalism, we're making the same point. If you use secularism, that's a wrong
problem.
argument.
Capitalism.
Because hold on, what's the point of capitalism? Ain't it money?
Yeah.
So these people are promoting this kind of behavior to the young people for money.
But do you agree it's only
So
gonna,
what's that going to do with atheism?
Okay, but I'm saying it's only gonna get worse because as
Agreed.
so we agree.
Yeah, of course we do. We agreed on that all the time. But the problem wasn't that. It was just saying, God. All you're saying, all I'm saying,
But me-
what I said earlier, you should have addressed. I said the only difference between me, you, and this guy here is that you two believe it was God that told you, and I'm saying it's just from common sense
Okay.
and experience. That's
But
it.
the difference,
But we
okay,
agree.
But the difference
I would say
between
that
us,
that
between
I would
us,
say that common sense actually derives from God.
It derives from a religion. It derives
Because
from. But then again,
like
I would say religion
you know what
derives
it's-
from common
Yeah,
sense.
secularism is based on, for example, the Declaration of Human Rights. But actually, if you think about that, that itself derives from Judeo-Christian values.
No, but
Okay,
you know
let me
the
take it
difference-
further then. Hold on, let me take it further then. Religion evolved from astrotheology. Astrotheology is the science of the universe and the world, which is where religion got its morals from. So if you want to take it back to the beginning, it's common sense based on observation where religion came from, because they started personifying the science, saying that this star is a dude or these collection of stars looks like a guy with an arrow, and then the personifications that they taught, people started to misunderstand what the
But that's
personifications were.
one way of
So
looking at it. The other
that-
way is-
that's the oldest
Hold on,
religion.
but I
That's
just-
the oldest religion,
but I just-
astrotheology. If you want to take it to that level, then
yeah, he cuts for anyone against Islam because he's a hater. He can't build
what I'm
anything.
saying?
All he could do is criticize.
No, but
Anyone can
deal-
knock anything
but
down.
deal with
But the
that.
thing is this. But the thing is that you have nothing. You have nothing to. No, you got nothing to offer. You got nothing to offer. You got nothing to do offer. He's got nothing to offer. We can knock things down. A channel.
I think he's
90% about Islam. Man, no, do you know why? Do you know why? Because man's too ashamed to talk about cooking food for his dead ancestors and not eating it.
No, but that's the point I just made about personification.
Hold on.
You
He's ashamed.
You misunderstand the teachings. of
No,
what
I
he's dealing
understand
with.
it clearly.
No, you don't
So the whole thing is,
understand it,
man does barbecue for his dead ancestors, but he's ashamed to talk about it to the youth. So all he does is talk about Islam. 90% of the videos on his channel. Hold on.
that's right.
I then say, want me to go away
I've
from
been
the...
dropping it. I've been dropping
He
it
wants
for
to get-
an hour or so.
See what I'm saying?
Because
See what I'm saying? Oh, listen.
Come later and debate me, man.
No, you're ashamed because I'm talking about the barbecues for your ancestors. So the whole thing is
my
this.
man deal with it as well.
See,
My man.
see, they talk now. They want to run away. Now they're running away.
Yeah,
90%
stick to
of the
point.
channels on this video.
No, stick
Hold
to-
on, wait.
what you're
Wait. Don't stop crying.
getting
Stop
distracted?
crying. Ask your ancestors for help. Stop crying. 90% of the videos on your channel are about Islam. Why are you ashamed to talk about praying to your monkey god? Why are you ashamed to talk about making barbecue for your dead
So in
ancestors?
fact, if you keep quiet, you'll leave it. Yeah,
You
come on,
leech,
come on.
man.
Come on, then.
Hold on.
Anyway, yeah, so back to the point. So back
Black
to the
man
point.
chasing Tommy Robinson around our park, you know, saying, Tommy. Sell out. Uncle Tom.
Because my man is, so what's your name?
So anyway, hold on.
Mark said.
No, I wanna
go, and I think the lady said as well that it kind of come from.
Let me get back to your point.
Go on.
So what
Go
I'm
on.
trying to say to you, look, I'm saying to you, for example, according to capitalism, or even secularism,
We agreed there, don't we?
hold on, Like for example, prostitution. Yes.
Yeah.
Prostitution.
Yeah.
You can't say it's wrong.
I can't say it's what.
Like there's you.
I can't say it's wrong
No.
as an atheist.
I'm saying to you.
Is that what you're?
I'm saying to you. I'm saying that your solution of. I'm saying to you that capitalism is wrong. I'm saying that as it goes on, it's going to get worse.
And I agreed,
And
right?
and you say
We agreed.
okay. And do you identify as a secularist?
Yes.
Okay, so as a secularist,
now bring secularism and capitalism together.
So I'm saying to you, as a secularist, like you as an individual may say this is right and wrong, but there's nothing like me and a Muslim. At the end of the day, when it comes to having sex outside of marriage, all these things,
When it comes to what?
having sexual relationships out of marriage. Hold on, no, yes,
agreed.
but the point I'm trying to say to you, we have something
what
to
we're
refer.
disagreeing on?
We have something to refer to. What I'm trying to say to you,
Why are you trying to disagree for?
Hold on, I'm saying to you, you as a secularist, there's nothing for you. The secularists do not refer to something.
What do you mean?
You
Yeah,
refer,
yeah,
you,
yeah.
You refer to
I already
logic.
said this. I said I don't. It's not a dude in the sky or a god who I'm saying gave me this information.
So a secularist,
That's the
so a
difference.
secularist can
That's
believe
the
it
difference.
can go. Okay, it's okay to go. So there might be a woman that does prostitution, yeah, because she's in a
Right.
hard situation, yeah.
Right.
And a secularist can think
Economics.
and a secularist can think it's fine to go to prostitute, yeah, and so forth.
Who's
because
gonna get
a
fined?
secularist can choose to do that.
Oh, so can a religious
No, they
person?
can't.
Yeah, well, they do.
They
Hold
can't.
on, but they do,
Hold
right?
on, excuse me.
But they do.
No, you can. You can.
But they do.
Excuse me.
Even my man just said
Excuse
they
me.
do.
Excuse me.
No matter what religion you are.
Hold on. You can make it right in your religion. We can't make it right.
Huh?
You can make it good
Well,
in your
that was
religion.
your argument against Christianity.
Hold
Hold
on.
on. You made the argument against Christianity, saying
You can make
that
it
it's
good.
gone worse.
Hold on.
That they're allowing.
Hold on. Excuse me. You can
made
make
the
it
argument.
in your
I can't deal
excuse
with
me. In your beliefs, you can make it good. We can't make it good. You can make going to
You
visit
can make it
prostitutes.
good.
I can't.
Do you know what? You can make
I
it
can't.
good. Do you know what? Do you know how I know you can make it good? Because there's different Muslims saying different things.
No, there
Hold
isn't.
on. There's different Muslims saying different things. So obviously it was one
Excuse
word.
me.
It was one word at the beginning. Now you've got different Muslims saying different
A
things.
person-
So hold on. There's Muslim. Hold on. There's arguments between Muslim fractions, right? Different. You got Nation of Islam.
me.
Hold on. You got all these different types of Muslims who are arguing about certain points. They're not all saying the same thing. So obviously they're gone from saying the same thing to saying something different. So something's changed. Something's
You will not
changed.
find a Muslim that says having a
So
girlfriend is okay.
somebody, hold on, but all right, then there might be. Are you a Sunni or a Shia?
I'm a Sunni.
Right. So there's certain things that Shias
No,
are saying.
but look, you-
hold on. There's certain things that Shias are saying that you disagree
You're
with.
not answering my question.
Wouldn't you say that they've changed?
Hold
it?
on, hold on.
Wouldn't you say that they've
Hold
changed?
Hold on. You're asking because you won't find a
You're being
Muslim that
disingenuous,
says
man.
that having a girlfriend is okay.
You're being disingenuous.
Excuse
You're
me.
picking and
Excuse me.
choosing
Are you
your
telling me?
points.
Do you know?
You're
Do
picking
you know
and
any
choosing
Muslims
your
that
points.
believe that having a girlfriend is okay? There's no
Yes,
Muslims.
I do. I
Excuse
do.
me.
I do.
No, you know.
They don't say that the book says that.
Excuse me.
They don't say that the
Excuse
book
me.
says that, but they say it's
look,
alright.
No, excuse me. Just because they got a girlfriend, they don't believe it's okay. You can make going to a prostitute a good deed in your belief because there's
What's the
nothing
point
binding.
then?
There's no reference points. Excuse me. Do you know why? Do you know why? Because do you know why the reason
I get your
why?
point.
No, the
Go on.
reason why is because their Muslim goes through good times and bad times, and they have things in their religion that make them
Humans
hold on.
go through good times
Excuse
and
me.
bad times,
And they
yeah.
have things that make them reflect on their deeds. But the whole thing is, as a second person, we have many hurdles to go over. We have this life.
As a religious
hold on.
person, you mean?
We have our God watching us.
You just
hold
said
on.
as a secular person we have. Are you speaking of yourself as a secular person?
The point I'm trying to say to you is that at the end of the day, I'm trying to say, where does right and wrong come from?
Where does right and wrong come
Yeah.
from? Well, right and wrong comes from your experiences.
Huh?
Right and wrong comes from experiences and observation and trial and error.
Okay, is homosexuality
Then
right?
religion is built on that.
Okay.
Then religion looks at those right and wrongs, and then it builds something on that and says, right, well, there must be something responsible for why this happens or this effect happens from this cause. So what can we?
Brother, please don't. You can make it brother.
Right and wrong
We talked about,
is according to what the powerful
Okay.
Which one?
decide is right
Secularism
and
or
wrong.
capitalism? Which
Both
one?
of them.
No,
Both of
really,
them.
hold on, because you could be
It's wrong.
secular.
They're all the
You could be
powerful.
secular and not agree in capitalism. We've
Hold
been
on.
through this
Hold
already.
on.
So otherwise, I'd agree with you, but you can be atheist and not believe in capitalism.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, them all.
I want to ask you.
Communism's oppression of the weak as well.
Brother, please.
Communism, well, that's something different.
Okay,
as well.
I'm asking you a
They're
question.
three different
Okay,
things.
so I'm asking you a question. Right and wrong comes from thing. I want to ask you a question. Is homosexuality, is it right or wrong?
Is it right or wrong?
Yeah.
You mean to me or to you or to
you.
or all these other people?
To you as a secular person.
Is it wrong?
Is it right or wrong?
What do you mean? Is it wrong? What does that even mean?
Secularism.
Do-
you
is
know
it
what?
going to be caught?
Look,
Hold
he's-
on. No, wait.
Am I speaking French?
No,
Is homosexuality right or wrong to you?
it's a weird question.
That's not a weird question. You can't.
Do you know
can't
what?
answer
Hold
it.
on.
You
Let
don't-
me. Can I
Do you
answer
wanna
why
find
it's
a
a weird?
friend? Do you wanna
Can
find
I
a
answer
friend?
why it's a weird question? To me, there's not a dude in the sky. that punishes people for doing these things. It's either productive or it's unproductive. Homosexuality to me is unproductive unless you're going to deal with what they get from it. What do they get from it? What does a homosexual person get from homosexual sex? They get pleasure from being with a dude. They get whatever they get. Orgasms, that's what they get. So how can you ask them whether that's good or bad? It's only if I'm coming from the perspective of a Lord and Master that says that this is right and this is wrong, that then I can say, hold on, well, according to the Lord and Master, it's wrong or it's right. I haven't got that Lord and Master, you have, I ain't got it.
Okay, so you don't have a view on whether homosexuality is morally right or wrong?
What do you mean morally right or wrong?
You're kind of like you don't understand. See, now you're backing out. You're kind of like you don't understand English. Okay, do you know?
You're going to like you don't understand English.
Do you know whether it's right or wrong? I can tell you, I believe it's morally wrong. I believe homosexuality is morally wrong.
Because you're coming from a deity perspective. That's why.
So you don't know if it's right or wrong?
I ain't got a deity.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. What shall we pass?
Wrong for what?
Okay, I'm going to show you that you're not being sincere now. This is why I'm saying that.
Not being sincere.
This is why.
This is going to be interesting.
This is why I'm saying that Islam is a better solution than secularism.
No, show me why I'm not being sincere.
Hold on. You're being insincere because you must have a position.
I must.
Yes, you must.
Why?
As an adult, you must have a position whether you think things are wrong or right. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm asking you, homosexuality, is it wrong or right?
Well, hold on. Things? What things? Because things are different. You got different aspects.
Oh, you don't want to answer. You're afraid of answering the question. It's okay.
So hold on. So let me answer. Let me help you to understand. Because it's
I understand.
You don't want me.
I understand.
Well, if you understand what you're asking for,
I understand that you don't want to answer the question because you're afraid of answering it because you don't want to say something. You're worried about what people are going to think.
Why am I worried? Why would it? What do you mean worried about what they're going to think?
Cook something.
They're either going to think what they're going to think already.
So why don't you're grown man? Why are you afraid to answer the question?
I don't know these peeps.
Okay.
I answered the question. And what I said to you is, you're the one who's restricted in your philosophy because you feel that you're being told by something.
Okay.
In fact, it wasn't even God that told you.
Okay.
It was another dude.
Okay.
Hold on. Can I answer? It was another dude that told you this. It wasn't God, unless you're saying you talked to God. Did you talk to God?
He's going for the fight exit now.
No, did you talk to
I'm
God?
Prove
because if you didn't, it's another dude that told you, and you're relying on that dude.
I'm going to prove
what you're talking about.
I'm going to prove what he said. What, he skipped this question, so he's saying that it's
not a wrong or right question.
It's
got nothing to do with me.
It's not
nothing to do with me.
Okay, it's not a moral question. Homosexuality is not a moral question. What's this? Incest is a mother sleeping with her daughter and a father sleeping with his son. Is it morally right or wrong?
Oh, without consent?
No, I didn't say without consent.
Hold on.
See,
so what are you dealing with?
Excuse me. Let me make the question clear for you. Watch this. Watch him talking about. I'm not losing anything.
What, the argument or his mind?
I'm not losing anything. Okay, watch this. I'm asking.
No, go on.
I let him speak.
Let him say it. Go on.
Hold on. So I'm
now we're
asking
gonna
you
talk
now.
about-
You passed on the
we're gonna talk about
homosexuality.
crime now.
So I'm asking you a question now.
You didn't answer my question.
Say there's a daughter, yeah? She reaches the age 30. The mother is age 50.
Okay.
There was no molestation when she was younger, yes?
Okay.
She decides she wants to have a relationship, yes?
Yeah.
With her mother. Yes, there
With
was
her-
no...
with her mother?
With her mother,
You
yes.
mean with a mother's husband?
No, with her mother.
A daughter wants to have a relationship with a
Hold
mother.
on, can I give my analogy?
I'm trying to understand.
Can I give my analogy without you butting in? Okay, so the woman reaches 30, yes?
Yeah.
She reaches 30. There was no molestation when she was a child. There was no interference, nothing was ever. They just grew up mother and daughter. At the age 30, the daughter wants to have a relationship with the mother. The mother agrees to have a relationship. As a Muslim, I believe it's morally wrong. I'm asking you as a secular person, is it wrong?
Are we talking about a sexual relationship? What
Yes,
relationship are you talking about?
a sexual
See, you need to be
relationship.
clear
Can I
what
just
you're
say
talking
something,
about.
just quick?
Hey, what's the background?
I spoke
You
English,
know
I wasn't
what
speaking.
Can I just
You
say
say
something?
sexual
Can I
relationship.
just
Hold
say
on.
something quickly?
Relationship.
Let me say
I
something.
didn't know it was a Jeremy
No,
Cow
hold on.
situation.
See?
And it'd been a
Let me
strange.
say something
Hold
quickly.
on.
Let me say
No,
one
wait.
second.
See how insincere he
It's
is?
your thing.
I said.
Dude, why do you want to
Excuse
let
me.
me talk?
See how funny this is? No, excuse me.
Sure.
They have a relationship. I'm having, look how dumb this is.
You was
Let
better
me
before.
say one
Now
thing.
you're using that
No,
comment.
no.
Now you're using that
See
comment.
how insincere?
He's got nowhere else to go.
See-
He's got nowhere else to
Hold on,
go.
speaking to him.
He's
Now,
got nowhere else to go. Let him
See how
dig
dumb
his
that
hole.
is?
Let him dig his hole.
See
So
how
you're
dumbness you're
saying.
exposed.
So let me get it straight.
Okay, you're exposed. You know you're exposed. Of course they got a relationship.
Should I talk
Their
or-
mother and daughter. I spoke English. I wasn't speaking French or
Somebody might be
Spanish.
estranged. Do you know what that means?
Are most mother and daughters estranged?
Estranged. Like they don't talk to each other, they've never seen each other. They might have
Did I
been,
say
she
that?
might
Did I
have put
say
her up
that?
for adoption. And that's why I said Jeremy
Okay,
Kyle.
let me do it again for you.
That's why I said Jeremy Kyle.
Let me make it easier for you to explain. There's a mother-daughter. Since you passed on the homosexuality.
No, you know you've clarified it now. You said,
No.
can a daughter have a
Let me
sexual
clarify the
relationship?
whole thing.
Can have a sexual relationship with a mother?
Yes.
You better have just say
Let
that's
me
what you
clarify
mean.
the whole thing so you don't understand.
Right, can they? So you're saying is it wrong or right?
Can I say the question again so you understand properly? Okay.
It's
There's
weird.
a mother-daughter.
It's weird.
Hold on. The mother-daughter
That's how
have
I'm
a
gonna drop it.
mother-daughter have a normal relationship. Yeah. No abuse from the mother to the daughter. No games. They're close. Like normally mother brother families are. Okay. So what? So what? So they grow up.
Yeah.
The daughter is at 30. Yes, the mother's at 50.
Yeah.
The daughter approaches the mother for the relationship.
Yeah.
The mother agrees. Yeah, to have a relationship.
They have a sexual relationship.
As a Muslim, because
Yeah.
I don't believe man defines what's right and wrong. I believe God does.
That's right.
Hold on.
That's what I said.
Hold on, let me finish.
I'm agreeing with you.
I don't want you to agree with me. I want you to
Oh,
let
you
me
don't
finish
want
my
me to agree
point.
with you?
I want you to let me finish my point. That's what I want you to do.
You're too long-winded.
Hold
bro.
on. Well, you're interrupting. That's why.
No, look, you're long-winded when no
You're
one's interrupting.
You're interrupting.
You're renowned. You're renowned.
You're
for being-
interrupting me.
You're a
Because
high
you know.
court renowned.
You're
speaker for being
interrupting me.
long-winded.
You're interrupting me.
But anyway, go on. Don't get upset. Just deal with it, man. Be patient. Compose yourself. I'm ready to answer the question. I think the question is just basically if a woman.
You need to stop being patronizing because you're patronizing the man.
Yes,
Really?
you can't even say the
Really?
words. Listen.
Oh, come on.
Okay, so the whole thing is this. The whole point is this. There's a mother-daughter. There was no games. There was no abuse. The daughter reaches the age of consent. She further on reaches the age of 30. She wants to have a relationship with the mother. The mother agrees. As a Muslim, I believe it's wrong because man doesn't make up the rules. God doesn't, and he said it's wrong. Now I'm asking you. I asked you about homosexuality. You said it's not a moral question. I'm asking you. Yes, is that relationship right or wrong?
So I understood that from a long time. But anyway, is that relationship wrong or right? It's weird.
I never asked that.
It's weird.
I never asked if it's weird.
Hold on. I'm gonna go back to the original point.
Wrong or right?
I'm gonna go back to the homosexual point. I ain't got nothing telling me, right? It's weird. Is it illegal?
Is it wrong?
Wrong to who? What
Is
do you
that
mean
mother
wrong? What do you
daughter
mean
to
by-
sleep with her mother? Is it wrong?
All right. I'll
Answer
answer
the question.
Is it wrong?
Yes.
What does that mean?
It's wrong as a Muslim. It's wrong. Is it wrong for you to sleep with
Yeah,
your
but it's
father?
wrong to your God.
Is it wrong for you?
It's wrong to your
I'm
God.
asking
I haven't
you.
got a God.
I'm asking you.
It's weird.
Is it wrong for you to
It's
sleep
weird.
with? Is it wrong for you?
It's
I
weird.
don't give a monkey.
That's
this is
weird. But that's my
Yes.
that's my atheist.
Eating snake is
That's
weird.
my
I
atheist
don't care.
answer. What's wrong with this guy?
Okay.
He wants me to judge things by his standards.
Look at that. So he believes it's okay. So I understand you believe it's weird. See, this is why, alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim. As Allah says in the Quran, "Wal as in inside."
And that's great.
Let
That's
me
for
finish.
you.
Can I finish?
That's
please?
for you.
Mr. Secular, Mr. Captain, can I have a little bit of
I
democracy,
didn't say
please?
capitalism. See, now you're
have a little
being
bit of
disrespectful.
democracy.
Now you're being
Yes,
disrespectful.
let me finish.
Now you're being disrespectful.
Let me finish. Go on. Go ahead.
No, I'm replying to what you're saying. Listen, you're judging things by what somebody or something, somebody, because you ain't spoken to God. So you're judging it by what some guy told you God said, or a book that explains what you believe, and that you're entitled to your belief. So in this book, it talks about how God wants you to understand the world. That's you. If you don't believe in that, if a person comes along and they don't believe in that, right, then you can't ask them about wrong or right about homosexuality. It might be weird, it might not be their cup of tea, but you can't say wrong or right. It's either productive or unproductive in terms of children. Ain't gonna produce no children, right? But what do you mean wrong? That's why I'm trying to ask you to define what you mean by wrong. Wrong to what? Is it wrong to your God? Ask me if it's wrong to your God. I say yes, it's wrong. Is it wrong to the Christian God? I say yeah, it's wrong. Is it wrong to someone who's an atheist? No, it's just weird. It's just weird and it don't seem normal for a daughter to have sex with a mother or for a man to have sex with a man. To the dude who's doing it, for them it's all right. For them. And they're getting something out of it. They're getting something out of it.
Okay. So as a Muslim, it's wrong for me to sleep with my father or for me for me to sleep with my mother. I'm asking you as a secular person, and this is why I'm saying Islam is superior to secularism or capitalism.
backwards.
I'm asking you a question. Is it wrong? I'm asking you as a secular person.
Same question again.
Oh, stop talking.
Let's give me the same question.
Let's see if he doesn't want
this
to train to come and run him
Alright,
over.
no,
But it's going to run you over sooner or later.
Because he's been asking the same
Hold
shit
on,
before.
look, you're being
I
nervous.
apologise. Alright,
Okay, I'm asking you. Yes, the train is going to knock you over whether you like it or not. So what I'm asking you as a secular person, yes, with all your intelligence and all your secularism and freedom and this that.
Yeah.
I'm asking you, I'm asking you as a secular person, is it wrong for you to sleep with your father?
For me to sleep with my father?
Yeah.
The answer is exactly the same. It's weird.
I know. I don't. Okay, listen. I don't care.
What, is it not weird?
Don't get gun for the fight exit.
What's wrong with the dude?
I know it's weird. Okay.
I ain't got a gun.
Okay, I understand. Shh.
He's asking the same shit
I know what I'm
differently.
doing.
He's asking the same shit and you can't see it.
He can either die
He can't-
quickly
can
or
you see
slowly.
where I'm coming
but
from?
don't worry about it. Bro, no.
Let this guy, hold on, let this guy answer and he might
Don't
speak
go for the
against me.
fire exit. They're locked. They got D-locks on them.
He's coming from the same perspective.
I'm asking you a question.
He's coming from the
Okay,
same perspective,
okay.
but this guy understands.
Okay, what's your name? What's your name? Brother, please.
Let
Oh,
him
what's your
speak.
name?
Yeah, for
What's
real, we
your
do
name?
need to shake.
What's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan.
What's your name?
Jason or Hussain, no problem.
Hussain's
Okay, so
one
I'm
of
asking you.
yours.
I understand. Hold on. I understand.
That's enough.
Hold on.
Alright.
I understand. Yes, I understand. It's weird. I comprehend that.
I don't think it's
you
weird.
think it's
I
weird.
don't think it's
Now
weird.
I'm asking you: is it wrong, morally wrong for you to sleep with your father?
So you're asking me the same question again? Just for clarification.
Is it wrong?
Has he not? Has he
Brother,
not?
you're
Has he
giving
not
me-
just asked me that?
Don't let me
Hold
escape,
on.
brother.
Hold on, bro. Has he not just asked me that? Is that what he's saying?
Brother, I know what I'm doing.
Did he use different
Brother,
words?
you
Hold on.
You helped him. You helped
Has
brother.
he said the same thing? Or has he used different words
Saba.
to say the same thing?
Saba.
To say what? The same thing?
He knows how he's caught. I know he's caught. It's just a matter of the process of it happening. Come back.
Look, you could say, is it, hold on, let me do one for you.
YouTube,
Let me
watching
do
this,
it. Let me
yeah?
do another one.
Okay,
is
watch
it wrong
it.
for you to sleep with your auntie?
Yeah.
Is it wrong?
When your bosses
is
see
it
this, you're
wrong-
gonna be.
Is it
Okay.
wrong for you to sleep with your
Okay,
nephew?
okay.
Just go,
Okay,
you can
as
go
a
on and
Muslim,
on,
I
it's the same
believe.
answer.
Look, guys,
It's the same
guys,
answer.
please.
And we need to calm down as well.
I'm gonna go anyway. I'm going.
as well.
So you can speak to him. As a Muslim, I know 110% it's wrong for me to sleep with my
Yeah,
father.
because you have a
Hold-
God that tells you
Wait,
that.
Are you interrupting?
But you're a hypocrite,
Oh,
man.
no,
You
no,
used to be
be
a
quiet,
Christian.
be quiet.
He
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Even if he's a Christian, no matter
He
what,
gets to the barriers. He's a hypocrite, man.
Christians and Muslims
Yeah.
have an
Don't
entity that
believe
tells
in
them
that.
how they should think.
Counterfeit religion.
Right?
Don't
I have
believe in it.
got an
Islam
entity.
is dumb. Devil's religion.
This ain't crime daily.
Come
Listen,
here.
come.
I ain't got an
Look,
entity.
stop trying for the.
I don't see how you
Look,
don't understand
all the
me.
fire exits are locked. We are going to do
I
this.
think this guy. I want to hear his
I'm
opinion.
asking you
I
a
don't know if
question.
you
For the
understand
last time,
He's involved
I'm
as
asking
well.
you. I understand this.
For the last time.
I'm not asking.
Change it this time, make it
Listen,
different.
I'm not asking you if it's weird or normal. I understand you think it's weird. Now I'm asking you if it's morally
Is it
right or
alright
wrong.
for me to marry him?
Is it okay?
Let's try that one. Let's try that
It's my
one.
question. Is it okay for you to have sexual relationship with your father? Yes or no?
Same one again.
Yes or no?
There's no.
Don't be afraid. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Say it. Is it?
I never. That shit weird, man. That's weird.
So you don't know if it's wrong.
No, I do know it's weird.
So you don't know if it's wrong to sleep
But
with your
wrong
father.
or right? Wrong to who?
Is it wrong?
Wrong to
Is it wrong to you?
I'm not religious.
So you may have
What do
sex
mean
with your
wrong?
father. Take
You
care.
don't understand.
You may have sex with your
You
father.
don't
Take
understand
care.
the connotations to the word. It's like saying evil. If you said to me, "Is it evil?"
doesn't have
I'm
the
not
same
religious.
perception of right and
Evil
wrong.
don't mean shit to me. Evil does not
Hold
mean
on.
anything. Is it bad? Is
Okay.
it negative
Yeah, but
behavior?
do you know if it's wrong?
Yes. But if you say evil,
Do you know if it's wrong?
evil
Do you know if
spooky,
it's
I don't
wrong?
believe it. That's spookism.
Is it
You're coming with from a spookism.
Do you believe in
perspective.
morals?
Yes.
Okay. Is it morally wrong to sleep with your father? Yes or no?
Morally wrong and religious.
No, I'm
Religion-
asking you. You're not religious. Is it wrong? Yeah, think about it. Do you want to phone a friend? It's weird. Think about it. I saw
It's
you
weird.
sweat. I saw it
There's
sweat.
no sweat, bro.
Go on. Is it morally wrong to sleep with your father?
Morally wrong?
Yeah.
Well, not for the person who's speaking
For
with
you.
the father.
For
Hold
you.
on. Look,
For
no,
you.
it's just weird to me.
So it's not
It's
wrong.
just something I'm
So
not
it's not
interested
wrong.
in. I don't see it as wrong or right.
Whoa! Done.
It's just something. It's just something I won't do. It's just something I won't do. Is that your thing? Here's the thing, though. Can you speak? Oh
No,
yeah,
so-
bless.
So what I'm saying is that as Muslims, it's wrong for us to sleep with our mother. As a second person, he says it's not wrong. Simple.
So is there? So someone told him in the sky.